Hi everyone, welcome back to Grow with Kit. This is episode 10 on the new veg plot. In today's episode I'm going to show you my grow light setup, which I've done myself. It's quite a simple DIY project and so far it seems to be working very well. So I'll show you the seeds which I've sown and how they're doing now. They've all sprouted and they're doing quite well under the grow lights. Also guys, the watermelon seeds, which are from a melon which I grew not last year but the year before, so 2017. If you want to have a look, you can go back through my videos and you'll find the video with the watermelons. But I've got some of them seeds to give away, so if anyone wants some, all you have to do is send me an envelope or a stamped envelope with your address on it. I'll chuck some of the seeds in there and I'll send them back to you. I'll probably give away about 5, give you about 4 or 5, then you should get at least 1, 2, well they all should sprout obviously, but you get at least 2. So yeah, if you want some watermelon sugar baby seeds, send me a stamped addressed envelope. Just inbox me or message me on YouTube and I'll sort something out. Alright guys, so these are the seeds which I've been testing. These are watermelon sugar baby. These are from saved seeds from a watermelon I grew 2017. These are chili pepper cayenne. These were seeds which I've saved as well. And these were onion Elsa Craig, which were quite old seeds from 2017. So the watermelons I can't do anything with really, because they're going to get huge and they can't go out until May, probably at least mid-May. So there's not really much I can do with them, so I'm going to have to ditch them. It sounds a bit of a waste, but as I say, I've got plenty of seeds and this was just a test to see if the seeds were viable, which they are. So I will pot up separately, not separately, but other than the watermelons, the chili peppers and the onions. They can probably stay in here, or I will put them in 2 separate ones, and I will ditch these. And in a minute I will show you my grow lights which I made myself. Very simple, nothing special, just bog standard LED bulbs. So I'll show you that in a minute and I'll get back to you in a second. Alright everyone, so this is my grow light which I made myself. As you can see, it's just 8 of these bulb holders, lamp holders they're called. All I've done is screwed them onto this piece of wood. Drilled a hole so the wires can come through the other side. You can see here we've got the 8 wires coming through from the 8 lamp holders, and I've wired them all into these chock boxes. You can get these for about 90p each, they were 95p, something like that. I've just wired them all together in parallel, I think it's called, and then wired them into, obviously wired the end one into the mains, so it goes from the mains up to these 2 bulbs, across to these 2 bulbs, across to these 2 bulbs, across to these 2 bulbs. Very simple wiring. If you're not sure on how to wire things up like this, then just don't bother with it, it's not worth the risk. But it's quite simple. Inside here there's just little connectors, you just wire the wires in take it off, run it to the mains. Just put a plug on the end, make sure you get some decent wire. And then for the bulbs, these are just LED bulbs, as powerful as you can find. Just bayonet fitting straight into there. And these are 10 watt bulbs. The light colour you want to go for is white. Try not to get the orange ones. The 6550, 6500K bulbs, they're better because they've got more of the spectrum of light that they need to grow. As you can see, they're not got too leggy under here. They're fine. The chili peppers are fine. If they weren't getting adequate light, they'd be quite tall and spindly, and the leaves would be yellowing. But as you can see, they're quite healthy, which tells me they're getting the correct light. Obviously, I don't plan on keeping them under these lights for their whole life, you know. They'll be going outside as soon as they're ready. It's ideal for things like chili peppers, onions, things which we really need a long growing season. Obviously these watermelons, if I left them under here until May, they would be 3 or 4 foot tall, probably pretty much fully grown. So that's not really ideal. But things like the chili peppers, a couple of months time, they're only going to be 8 to 10 inches. They might be getting some flowers on, but that's the perfect time to get them used to going outside, because they need at least 100 days, 120 days growing time, whereas these, they will fruit pretty quickly once they're grown up. So as I said before, I'll be ditching the watermelons, keeping the onions, keeping the chilies. These are more chilies which I grew, which I'm planting the seeds. A couple of them have come up. Nothing from this side yet. I did let them dry out quite a lot, and I probably shouldn't have done, so that may have affected the germination time. I might need to cover it over. But we'll see. I say, these are all experiments, and as far as I'm concerned, there's no rush to get things sown. So anyway guys, I will get back to you in a second. Hi everyone. So this is how I've set up my grow lights. I've put them in this big plastic tub, and I've just literally just drilled a hole, cut a hole in the plastic lid, put it through, screwed it on, and then it's kind of like a portable grow light system. They could do with being raised up a little bit more. You want them within an inch or two of the lights ideally, but they do seem to be okay at that distance. I did get an app on my phone which you can measure the amount of light which is coming through, and at the distance that they are, it was actually measuring brighter than the sun from here, so I think it's pretty bright. As I say, there's 8 10 watt bulbs in there, so that's 80 watts LED power. Each one of them is the equivalent of 100 to 120 watt normal bulb, if it was just a bog standard bulb. So that would be the equivalent of at least 800 watts light power. So I think it's pretty okay as it is. If I can get another shoebox to raise it up a bit, then I will. Failing that, I might have to make some sort of pulley system with a bit of string or something, so that I can actually raise things up, put like a platform in there. I don't know, I'll think about it anyway. So yeah guys, that's my cheap grow light setup, all in in all, the holders were £1 each. The chop boxes were 90p each. Bit of wood was free, obviously. All the little hooks and stuff I already had. The wire I already had. It can be quite expensive, but if you've got an old extension lead or something, you can sacrifice that. The bulbs were the most expensive thing. They were £1.99 each. I'm not going to say where from, because I don't want to get in trouble by YouTube, but they were from one of the cheap shops which generally sell things for £1. So yeah, anyway, that's my grow light setup anyway, so I'll get back to you in a second. Alright everyone, so thanks for watching. So if you haven't subscribed already, if you could, that'd be really fantastic. It really does help. If you could like the video as well and leave a comment, that would be fantastic. Thank you everyone else who's already commented and subscribed. It's really great, thank you. Some of your comments are really nice. I find them really useful. So in regards to the seed giveaway, the watermelon sugar baby, I'll give you 5 seeds each, and it will be first come first served. Once they're gone, they're gone. I say I've got a fair few, but obviously not unlimited supply. I've probably got about 100 seeds to give away. So you should only need 2 plants. So if you get 5 seeds, they should all 5 of them grow, but so 2 plants would be enough. You get 1 or 2 melons off each plant, maybe 3 if you're lucky. They're quite a small variety, probably about the size of a large grapefruit, so ideal size for like taking out on a picnic or whatever. They're quite nice, they're quite sweet, they're sweeter than normal watermelons. Yeah, they grow quite well. They're quite fast, so you need to make sure you've got room for them. Anyway, so thanks for watching everyone, and I'll catch you on the next episode. See you later.